Now that you know about the Hawaiian star compass, we're going to move on to angles and their measure. So one unit of measuring a degree, or rather measuring an angle, is with a degree. Another measurement that you may not be familiar with is called a minute. And then finally, a third measurement is a second. And then 1 minute is denoted by 1 degree is with 1 with a circle, and you're probably familiar with that from temperature. But 1 minute is with an apostrophe, and then 1 second is with 2 apostrophes. We have the conversion that 1 degree is equal to 60 seconds. And we also have that 1 minute is 60 seconds. Excuse me. This in words meant 1 degree is 60 minutes, not 60 seconds. And so we have other conversions to go here. So if 1 degree is 60 minutes and 1 minute is 60 seconds, then we have that 1 degree is 3,600 seconds. We have 1 degree, or 1 minute, is also 1 over 60 degrees. If 1 degree is 60 minutes, then 1 minute is 1 over 60 degrees. We have, in addition, that 1 second is 1 over 3,600 degrees, and 1 second is also 1 over 60 minutes. Now, if an angle is drawn on the xy plane and the vertex of that angle is at the origin, and the initial side, the first side, is in the positive x-axis, then the angle is said to be in standard position. So that angle could be something like this. It could be something like this. It doesn't really matter as long as your first thing, so your angle could be over here. Your angle, in fact, could be going all the way around. But as long as the first line that creates this angle is in the positive x-axis, then we say this is in standard position. Now, if the angle goes in a counterclockwise direction, then the angle is positive. And then if we go into a clockwise direction, then we have a negative angle. So the value of the angle is positive if you go counterclockwise, or negative if you go clockwise. Now, if you have an angle that, let's say this angle is over here, initial side, we would have the initial side of this angle along the x-axis, so it's in standard position, and the terminal side, the last part, will be right here. And let's say maybe this angle could be drawn going upwards. Or we could draw the angle maybe going downwards. So we have a negative. Or maybe we could draw the angle by going all the way around the circle and then ending up right here. In this case, what we say that These are called coterminal angles. And coterminal angles are in standard position and have the same initial side and the same terminal side. So any angle has infinitely many coterminal angles because each time we could go all the way around the circle, adding 360 degrees or subtracting 360 degrees infinitely many times because you keep going around and you end up at the same spot. Another way to measure the angle of a circle is with something called a radian. And so let's take a look at a circle. Let's say that this circle has a radius of r. Then a circle with radius r, the radian measure of a central angle, and let's call that angle theta. So let's say this has an angle of theta, and because this is a circle, that length is also r. Then the radian measure of theta is the ratio of the arc length s. So this arc length right here. So theta is the ratio of the arc length, arc length s over the radius. Now, a circle has a circumference of 2 times pi times the radius. And so if we were to calculate what is the radians in a complete circle, so if you went all the way around the circle, what would that be? That would be the arc length, in this case, is 2 pi r divided by r. And so our r's cancel. So in a full circle, we have 2 pi radians. So we have that in a full circle, the angle in a full circle is 365 degrees. So we have, sorry, not 365 degrees, 360 degrees in one full circle. But that's also 2 pi radians. We have a symbol to denote degrees, but we don't have a symbol to denote radians. Both of these are even numbers, so dividing by 2, we also have the ratio, the relation, 180 degrees is equal to pi radians, or 1 radian. You can abbreviate radians with RAD, is 180 degrees over pi, or 1 degree is pi over 180 radians.